So, hello, dear Alexandre. Very Brazilian way to say Alexandre Movo, right? I don't really remember how to say your name. Thank you so much for remember about me and making this question to me. I'm sorry the time I took to answer you, but as you probably know, this time in Brazil is summer, so we have vacations and this stuff. And more than it, we have vacation with this pandemic situation. So it's kind of um, busy in here because we really don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes we're thinking about doing something and then we need to change everything. And well, I think in your case, it's pretty much the same, right? All the world is living the same situation now. So I received your email and you were questioning me about if you could use some kind of strategies or some kind of tools that we have seen in our course of strategy in order to use to your company. I have seen that you are saying here that you work for a service company, a company that is not selling products, but is selling service. And this is very interesting because you are saying here that you do not sell products, but you sell service. And then because of this, you sell time and not products. And this is very interesting. This is very important that you understand this kind of situation. What your market, what you are doing, and what you were trying to sell, and what you were expecting for your clients from the market and stuff. Even though I would suggest for you a tool that is not from strategy, but I think it can be interesting for you to understand the place where you were making the business or doing the business. And there is a tool that is called Canvas. And they pretty much try to organize the idea of your business idea, or what you were doing, and how you were connecting to your clients, and how you were connecting to your suppliers and stuff. So this is very visual and it's very interesting because sometimes you can see stuff that you were not really concerned about or you were not giving attention enough. So this is called Canvas. And I would suggest to you to maybe use it as an X-ray for your company. Um, in the case of, actually, we use this kind of tool when we are speaking about new companies, like entrepreneurship situations and stuff. But I think you can use this as an option to kind of understand your scenario. And talking about scenarios, for sure, you can think about the idea of the SWOT analysis and the idea of the passive analysis. But I would suggest to you to be very concerned about the data you are taking. Because sometimes people are making like SWOT analysis and passive analysis using the ideas that they have in their heads. And sometimes this is not really what is going on in the market. So if you are using these, and it's nice to understand your market, your industry, it's interesting to take a look on some kind of information that you can take in nice places. I remember, I don't remember if in your class we did this, but you could use some kind of data companies that they have some kind of reports and stuff that can be interesting. You can take a look on some newspapers that are more relevant. Maybe you can find some information about this too. About BCG, for sure you can use this. And as you were thinking about service, you have two options actually to use the BCG matrix. The first one is taking a look of your products, or in your case, your services. So try to make the services and put in the matrix different services that you have in your company, trying to understand how they are trying to how they are bringing some money for you, how the clients are seeing that and stuff. So you can use your services in the same matrix to understand what kind of services you need to put some more effort, and which of them they are pretty much doing great by themselves. The other option that you can use for BCG is taking a look in the service of other companies. So you would have an idea on how you are in the market. So if you are the first company, or if you are the best service or something like this, but you can totally use this. The other one that you can use is Porter, and the idea of the strategy as position. I'm sorry, I'm here in the airport and people are like going and coming in and going all the time. I'm sorry. And you can totally use the idea of Porter too in order to understand your industry too. I kind of like the Porter idea to understand your market. This is this is nice. I pretty much like it. I just let me see if I can show it for you. So maybe you could. I'm recording it. Maybe you can remember a bit about this, because maybe I'm just speaking, and sometimes you don't remember about anything, about everything. So this is SWOT analysis. I think you probably remember about this, that we were talking about having the idea of the market and the industry and stuff. And Porter, here's it goes. This is the BCG that I was talking to you. So you have this idea, and as I told you, you can use different services of your company, or different services but from different companies, in order to make this kind of comparison. This is the passive analysis, and you can have the idea of the industry and the competitors in here. And as you can remember, probably, these are the ideas of Porter that I kind of like to use to understand the market where you work. So you probably remember this, but you have the suppliers, your buyers, the potential entrants, and the substitutes, and the guys that are pretty much doing the same that you were doing. So you have the 5 forces in here, and I really like to use this in order to understand the market. And the other thing that I would like to tell you, if you remember this, when we were talking about strategy, I remember that in the first class, or one of the first classes, I told you there are different ways about thinking about strategy. And what is important to understand what you think strategy is. I think I remember I showed this to you, but we have pretty much organized it in here 10 ways about thinking on thinking about the strategy. So I would like you to think what is strategy for you, what you are looking for. So these are different ways about thinking about strategy. And maybe you should consider trying to understand this in order to look for nice tools, or nice ways to think about what you are doing to your company. What I think, and that is my personal opinion, and this is my nephew. Hello. I'm sorry. This is like, and what I would like to share with you, and it's my personal opinion. And I don't know if you remember, at some point we were talking about things that you can plan, and then you can decide how you were going to do and stuff. And there are things that you are not able to think before that will happen and stuff. So I'm thinking here, considering Simon, the one that won the Nobel some years ago, and he used it to say, where there are decisions that are planned, and there. Okay, these are the toys. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Leo. And then you need to think. There are things that you can plan and stuff, but there are things that will happen. You never thought about this. So the idea is you need to put in the head of the guys that are working with you and stuff that you need to consider this. You need to consider that sometimes things will happen. You were not really ready for this, or you didn't think about this, and you need to be open to solve the situation with new stuff that you didn't expect. It doesn't mean at all that you are not considering what you planned and stuff, that you not plan anymore, that you are not make decisions or planning in the sense, but it means that more than doing plans and more than put those plans in action, you need to be sure that you are open enough to things that will start happening and things that will start coming, and you are fast enough to try to answer this kind of situation. So I hope this helps you somehow. I can probably send you some of the books or the slides or so that you can take a look to remember about how to work with the BCG matrix, or talking about the position, the 5 forces for Porter. I will send you some information about the canvas that maybe will be interesting for you. But try this and tell me how it works. Maybe we can take a look, or you can maybe make a conversation about your ideas. Maybe we can take our students, or the new students for the semester, and maybe they can work together in order to think about different things and stuff. Let me know if I answer somehow your questions, and I'll be here to help if you need something. Okay? Bye. Good to hear from you.